How you guys doing? I'm doing great. Welcome back into the den for my year-end edition of Rambles, Rants, Razors. Yeah. A little over a year ago, I created this series, this playlist, on December 14th, 2022. I didn't remember that. I actually checked before recording this video. It's December 29th, 2023. First, I want to start off by thanking all of you. Even if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I want to thank you. Seriously. This was my first full year of being a content creator. Still not crazy about that term, but for doing what I do here on the YouTube. And it's been a killer year. The only real negative that I can say about the year, one, inflation, like I mentioned the other day, and two, of course, losing Sakari, our Husky Wolf hybrid. But other than that, it was a truly spectacular year. Had a lot of fun doing these videos, making the content, and getting to know so many new people. And then also getting to know the people that I already knew a little bit better and sharing the Pacific Northwest that I absolutely love. And then some of these artisans and vendors, new ones to me, as well as the old ones, right? Sharing all that. It has been a cool experience. It really has. And really the best part is the friendship that I have built with so many of you. Ready to get into it? I want to make this kind of quick, but there's some topics I want to cover. One, I want to re-emphasize your shave, your way. I forget who used to say that. I want to say it was Chris, but not positive. Perfect example, and why I wanted to bring this up is something that I've wanted to talk about in previous ones, but I didn't. And for those who don't know, if you check out the first couple of episodes of this series, I created this just so I can share things with you guys that I normally don't have time for. Just a way for me to rant and ramble with shaving related stuff. So if you've noticed, when I do an aftershave, right, when I'm finishing a shave and I'm applying the splash, I do little dabbles and I apply it, right? And as far as I can recall, no one has ever called me out on it until the other day. And actually, I've expected people to ask me. But a guy, and I think it was after my last video, he commented and, asked why I did it that way. And it gave me a perfect opportunity to discuss this again with you guys. So what I do, if you've never seen my videos or if you haven't noticed, is I do a little dabble and I apply it. I do a little dabble and I apply it. Part of it is I started doing that before I started creating videos. But as I started creating videos, it just kind of made it more of a part of my routine. It's because, one, I'm standing in places like when I do my shaves here from the den. Yeah, I could set it down and do this. But one reason is I like a higher concentration. I'm not saving splash by doing this. In fact, by doing it, I'm actually using more. One, I enjoy a higher concentration of the actual fragrance and the skin foods on my gingery skin. My skin is always very susceptible to, of course, sun and shaving and stuff like that. So sometimes, my skin is pink, and it's just one of the downsides of being a ginger. There's a lot of upsides. There really is. But so that's one reason why. Another reason is, of course, it's just hard to set things down. When you apply it on your hand like this, which is the way you probably should be doing it, I'm not going to say there's not a right way or a wrong way to do any of this. And I will debate that and argue till I'm blue in the face and not pink in the face. But when you do that, you allow the alcohol to evaporate more, so you're not getting as much alcohol on your face. I like the alcohol on my face. Whether or not, it's good for my face, I don't know. But I really do enjoy the alcohol burn. So that's one reason why. And then it just makes the fragrance a little bit stronger because you have more of a concentration. And I just have always felt like when I'm doing it like this, that I don't get as even as an application as I do here. Something I said in a previous Ramble video, I believe. Prior to doing this content, for years I was restoring razors and gifting them and then selling them on eBay. And now as a content creator, I've received the same kind of question from people, all walks of life, all corners of the globe, phrased differently, but in essence, the same question. And that question, paraphrased, would be, is Tobin, what is a good shave? Or Tobin, how do I know I'm getting a good shave? Like that kind of question, right? My answer in a nutshell is always, one, establishing that the person understands that traditional wet shaving is not about beard elimination. It is about beard reduction. So once we've established that principle, then it's okay. So after the shave, do you have less hair than when you started? Did you reduce stubble? Did you enjoy it? If the answer is yes to those two things, that's a damn fine shave. You did it right. Doesn't matter how much blood there was or how much shorter the hair is. Did you reduce the amount of stubble or beard, whatever you're doing, and did you enjoy it? For me, wet shaving is like a zen moment. It is an escape. It is just me doing the whole self-care routine, but the therapy, the sensations of building the lather, even just building the lather in a bowl. I mean, there's so much more to it than just shaving. So the biggest thing is, did you enjoy it? And if you enjoyed it, you did it right. A few things, moving on, a few things in the new year that I kind of want to do with the channel. One is I want to kind of structure the way that I present a review, especially when I'm doing them for an artisan. And so I wanted to mention that. And then also something I want to focus on more is scent strength and projection, which are kind of the same thing. And then something I've been working on in the back of my mind for a long time, probably since not too long after I started doing these videos, but really a lot the last few months, is trying to create a rating system. And something that has kind of inspired that is the way that I share our daughter, our 15-year-old daughter, Emily, her scoring system, and then my wife, Alexis, her scoring system of the fragrances. The problem I've always had is just like having kind of a scientific method of doing it, like what quantifies a 10 in my mind. One of the things I'm always looking at is, just it's kind of different than how some people look at it. Some people look at a fragrance as whether or not they like the way it smells. But one of the things I'm also doing with the fragrance is I'm like, how, if you look at a painting, and people who really, know art, they're looking at the brush strokes and all these different things that go into it. They're not just seeing the forest, but they see the tree. And so one of the things I'm always looking at is like how it's crafted and how the notes play upon each other and all these different little intricacies. And then I'm also looking at, how it personally moves me, like what do I personally think of the fragrance? And I'm always also, looking at how much of a crowd pleaser it is, because at the end of the day, if you apply a fragrance, it won't take long, an hour, a few hours maybe, for you to become nose blind to it. And that's why when I'm reviewing a fragrance, I always make sure that I have something different on the other hand. Right now I have Atlantis from Elysian, the EDT or P. And then over here from a fragrance house, I have English Laundry's Windsor. And so both very different fragrances. That kind of helps me not get nose blind to it. So there's all these different things that I'm looking at. So I'm going to try and formulate a scientific way of doing it. I don't know if I actually ever will. Do you guys find me sharing with you Emily and Alexis's opinion beneficial? I know some of you do. Next, Fetching Wilderness. Put it right up here. A new channel. I've already kind of started the channel, and it's there. I'll have a link in the description. No content yet. And I have an Instagram page for it as well that I've started putting photos on it on Instagram. Links in the description for both. But what it is Luna and I, my German Shepherd, our German Shepherd, just going out into the wilderness and sharing more in depth of our travels. So for those of you who are familiar with my wet shaving content, what it's basically going to be is extended B-roll. The channel will probably mature into different avenues that I kind of see it going, but at first I'm going to kind of just keep it simple, to where it's kind of more like extended B-roll, but not. And you'll see. It's hard for me to articulate how I see it transpiring, but I want to invite you guys to check it out and give a like or a subscribe or whatever, right? A few things I want to do is I'm getting a new camera in the next month or so, a new cell phone. Right now I'm working with a Samsung Galaxy 20, and so when I get that, my new phone is going to elevate the game a little bit. But something also I'm wanting to do too, and this idea came from Douglas Smythe after I did my Watcher review. He shared with me an idea of getting like a GoPro kind of thing and attaching it to Luna and calling it the Luna Cam. So that's something that I'm going to incorporate into my shave videos when I can afford one, which one part of the reason that I'm kind of leading into is the Luna Cam. I might save this phone so that I also have another angle so that I can do, the view that we have here, maybe like an opposing exterior, far away view, or even if it's only like 10 feet, from the side or something like that. And then having Luna wearing hers as well too. That way I can pan from the different cameras where I'll be talking to you here. All of a sudden you see me, off in the distance, and then from whatever Luna's doing, right? And God only knows what Luna does sometimes. Sometimes I have no idea what Luna is doing during the shave. I know she's always going to stay close to me. But like when I was doing my review from the river the other day, what was that? It'll come to me in a minute. Just last week, that river video that I uploaded. What was that? Anyways, she was off in the bushes behind me, and I had no idea until I was watching the B-roll. And then if you watch closely around the 3-minute video, 3-minute mark of my review that I just posted of first night from Phoenix Shaving, around the 3-minute mark, she's actually doing her business behind me. And like I had no idea, but it's perfect because I noticed when I was editing it that she kind of goes to squat, and then miraculously I stand just right. Maybe she planned it this way, but I stand just right to where it totally blocks what she's doing. And then you see her like walking away from doing her business. So I never know what Luna's doing, but with a Luna Cam, we will know. Looking at what all I got. So people have reached out to me before and asked how they can help the channel since I don't do affiliate programs, right? I do affiliate programs, but so far the affiliate programs I've been doing, you save. And as a reminder, if you use my code Tobin at checkout at Leaf, you save 10%. And then the wet shaving store, when they open back up on January 8th, if you use my code Tobin at checkout, you will save 10%. So far, I have not done any affiliate programs where I profit from it. I just don't want to be like the next Billy Mays. But as the channel grows and as inflation continues to kick my fanny, I've created a tip jar option on Linktree. So if you use my Linktree and you go into it, you will see down at the bottom of it, I put it down at the bottom, there's like a new camera fund or something like that. That's what I named it. You can donate however much you want there. That leads me into the next thing, the Phoenix Artisan Affiliate Program. The option has been there for a long time. I'm going to make it take too long. But I've reached out to Douglas and told him I think I'm ready to do the Phoenix Artisan Affiliate Program. I've been wanting to buy new gear and I just haven't had the money for it. So that'll be one way that'll help me do it, and something that I plan on doing if it's successful and enough people take advantage of it. I want to be able to do like a $25 to where it'll come out of my affiliate money, where I'll do a $25 gift card each month giveaway to Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements through my affiliate program. And then the rest of it I will use to buy new equipment. There's all kinds of things that I want to buy, like even like covers and stuff like that. One of the problems I have now when I'm doing like my rain shaving videos is just making sure that my equipment is covered, like my phone and stuff like that. They're supposed to be, waterproof and stuff like that, but you just never know. So there's a lot of different things I want to buy that I just haven't been able to facilitate on my own. So I will be kicking off in the new year the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement Program. Full disclosure, complete transparency, that one will profit myself. I will get a percentage of your purchase, and it will be greatly appreciated. And just know that that will be going to help me afford new equipment. I have plenty of soap and stuff to review, but what I do need help with is money with equipment, electronics, and stuff to protect my electronics, including even better tripods. I'm happy with the tripod I have now, but there are better ones out there. There's a lot of things I want to buy. Before I forget, before I move on to the next thing, real quickly, let's announce some giveaways, winners. Let's do the gift card for Hinge Classics & Co. That's the second one, courtesy of Pete, for the month of December. I have 2 each month to give away. Thank you, Pete. Love you a long time. The winner of that, I believe it's Nicole, and then like a W, N-E-C, right there. I'll just put it right there. Congratulations. That's a $15 gift card to Hendrix Classics & Co. Use if you know how to get a hold of me on Instagram or Facebook, perfect. Or you can email me. That is also in my link tree in the description. Click on that. Nicole, is that your name? I'm assuming it is the way it's spelled. I'm not sure. Don't want to assume. Assume he makes an ass out of me and me. So Nicole, congratulations. Thank you, Pete. That's a $15 gift card to Hendrix Classics & Co. We'll kick off 2 more in the month of January. All right. So in that sugar scrub video, I thought I had that one here handy, but I don't. I said that I was going to give away 3 of the Tobin scoops. Let's do 5. Giving away 5 today will allow me to give. I'll still have 3 left over to give. I've piffed a couple already to friends of mine in the community. But let's do 5 instead of 3. So the 5 names that I have: Scott Martin, Rick Paccio, Scott Martin, Rick Paccio. Sorry if I slaughter your name, Rick. Travis Andrews, Mike Parrott, and DJ Chubbs. Scott Martin, Rick Paccio, Travis Andrews, Mike Parrott, DJ Chubbs. I know 2 or 3 of you know how to get a hold of me. For the rest of you, same thing with Nicole. Link tree in the description below. Send me a message. If you guys send me an email, please let me know in the comments somewhere that you sent me an email. That way I know to check the spam folder and look for an email. That's the only trouble with emails, that I get so much junk and other stuff, like I'm sure we all do, right? That I just don't want to miss it. Before I forget, this is all on me. Somebody won a Mugs puck, and you contacted me, but now for the life of me, I can't find it. And I tried digging through YouTube, and actually Mike Parrott, bless his heart, he helped me try and locate where I announced the winner. I know I did. Get a hold of me so I can get this to you. I have it packed up along with a couple of other goodies to say I'm sorry. So whoever you are, I apologize. The winner of the Williams Mug Puck. If you see this, please contact me. I'm a doof. All right. Tomorrow I'll be announcing the winner of this guy and another giveaway, that $50 gift card to Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Those are still going on. What else did I have? Some of my favorite channels for 2023 will be in the description. Almost all of them are wet shaving related. These are channels that I actually watch. And then one of them is going to be a channel that's not wet shaving related at all, but it is like one of my absolute favorite YouTube channels. Do I have anything else? Real briefly. Politics and religion. I know I talked about this a couple of months ago. Politics and religion will often divide us, but what unites us, if you're still watching this video, is wet shaving. Something I was thinking the other day, I unfollowed this guy on Instagram. It's just total baiting. If you have shaving in your name, what you're telling people is that this is a shaving channel. And that's like, I follow politics closely. If you notice, I moved Ronald Reagan from over there to over here. I'm not going to remove the thin blue line. I support lawful law enforcement. Unlawful law enforcement, throw the book at them and throw away the key, right? But so I have political opinions, but I try not to share them on this channel because this is a wet shaving channel. to pose a question to you. When you're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, wherever, and you're scrolling through your feed, and all of a sudden you see a meme about Donald Trump or a meme about Joe Biden. When was the last time that a negative meme changed your opinion? Like somebody says, oh, Donald Trump is a jerk. And all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I never thought of it like that before. Donald Trump is a jerk. Or somebody says, Joe Biden is a jerk. And you're scrolling through and you're like, you know what? All this time I thought Joe Biden was a nice guy. And now that I see this negative derogatory meme, all of a sudden it's like angels are singing, no! And you see the light and you're like, by golly, I am so glad I saw that meme today because I had no idea that Joe Biden and Donald Trump were jerks, but now I know. When we do stuff like that, what I've learned is that either one, you're going to get people to just keep scrolling and they're going to pay no mind to you. And that's my advice for all of us, including myself. 2, you're going to get a negative response. But really what's going to end up happening is the only people who are going to really see your post are people who have the same opinion as you. And so then it just becomes an echo chamber. So my opinion, what I just want to leave you guys with is, if you want to do politics, create a political feed. If you want, to talk about religion, do a religion feed. I've actually thought about doing a political YouTube channel where I just get on and ramble and rant. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to change anybody's opinion. I'm not going to change anybody's mind. People really don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And then even then, changing their opinions, it's not something that you're not God, okay? If there is one or isn't one, you're not God. And as a father who has the youngest, which is a 15-year-old, it's not something you can really do. So please, in 2024, I think it's going to be a crazy year. It doesn't matter who wins or who doesn't win. I think that no matter what, 24 has the potential to be one hell of a ride, from the political aspect, like global, all that like headline news kind of stuff. So let's just focus on what unites us, right? We're not always going to see eye to eye on baseball, football, politics, or religion, but something that we can see eye to eye on is guys like me who don't use their aftershave correctly or incorrectly. Damn, 22 minutes. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate every single one of you, especially if you're still watching. Thanks for sticking around, listening to my ramble, listening to my rant. Love you a long time. I really do. I appreciate you guys. Happy New Year. Hope your holiday season was great. I'm going to continue to ramble. Take care, and I'll see you soon from the den, and maybe another outdoor shave video this weekend. Take care, guys.